Hey everyone, my name is Pat Fallon, and I was an RA at Western for 2 years, and I've been an RA for both of those years in Litchfield Hall. And so before I tell you my experience, I just want to say congratulations. You are about to embark on what I think is the most challenging and rewarding experience that you'll ever have at Western. And within those 2 years I was an RA, I've had so many great memories. I've also had some bad memories, and I've also had some memories that were pretty much in between. And by far, the best memory that I can take away from this position was the impact and the changes that I've seen with my residents throughout their time here. And I got one question for all of you, and that is, do you know what it really means to become a resident assistant? Well, I'm going to be very honest with you. You pretty much have a very tall order to fill when you go about your year. And I think that is to make a difference and to leave a positive influence on your residents about the university and what they can take away from their college experience. And that college experience that they take away from is based on the performance that you give as an RA. And it's also the performance that is given by the rest of the RA on your staff. And I would say there is probably a lot of answers to this question. And the answer I can give to that question is the special moments that I've had with my residents. And that is through the programs that I've given out, the time that I spent with them outside of the residence hall, and when you help them make those difficult decisions. And believe me, you'll be making a lot of those tough decisions. Decisions that they may not like, decisions that they may be saying thank you, and those decisions that might not help them, but it'll serve them in the long run. And there's also some great memories I've had with my staff, and I've been privileged to have 2 great years with staff, with the RAs that I've served with. And they were always by my side, they were always there to help me, and they were there every step of the way. And I'm going to tell you that there's going to be lots of moments like that where you're not going to be going about it alone. And being on duty, that's another fun part. And I had a lot of great experiences when I was on duty. There was actually a fun experience that I had when I was doing rounds, and I noticed that my door decks were missing. And when I was going about the hallway, I noticed they were all gone. And when I made the door decks, I made them with a magnet on the back of it, so that way when residents, it was a Pokemon ball, and residents would trade Pokemon balls with other residents in the section and hopefully collect the most that they possibly can. Well, I realized that they were mostly gone, and I was like, where are they? So I looked around, and I found that the Pokemon balls were on the ceiling. So that's a memory that I had with, some of my creative side. But I've also had some funny moments with staff, and there's some funny moments I've had with residents, and it could be pretty much anything. And my advice to you is to take the most of this experience. I've had some memories with residents when I was involved in many of the clubs and organizations that I was on campus with. And there was one organization that I was a part of called PAC. And I've had a couple of my residents join the organization, and now they're full-time members. And now some of them are serving on executive board positions, and some of them are just continuing to do what they do because I help them guide and be involved on campus. There's many other things you can do. Pretty much the job is catered to what you decide to do. It's a fun job. Believe me, there's a lot of work to it, but it gets easier as the year goes on. And it's all about how the effort that you put into it, the passion that you put into it, and the reaction of the residents when they come to you. So that's all I have to say about my experience. I hope that yours experience is just as good, or is just as great as everybody else's. So I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope that you all take from this experience the best that it can be. So long, guys.